Former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou said during an interview on Sirius XM Fight Nation's MMA Today that UFC President Dana White still owes him money. Which money is he talking about? The money that he owes me, Ngannou said in response to recent comments White made during a press conference leading up to UFC 308. Remember, all of this ended with them saying, "Oh, we'll backpay you from the money that we owe you for the Stipe, Miocic, and Ciryl Gane fight. All of that. They never backpaid me. Now I have made more money than I have ever made in the UFC. I would say twice the money that I could have ever made in my entire UFC career if I had continued in the UFC. Either way, if I had made less money, if I'm not making enough money that I could have made in the UFC, that's my problem. Why is he so pissed about me not making that much money? Like, come on man, live your life." White had this to say about Ngannou, who left UFC in January 2023 and signed with PFL 4 months later. Francis left because he knew that if he fought Jon Jones and didn't win, it would hurt his chances of making the money that he wanted to make, White said. But realistically, his deal was bigger here. His deal was bigger here if he stayed in the UFC. They can deny it all they want. Why the fuck would I lie? Why do I care? It doesn't matter to me one way or the other. He would have made more money if he stayed in the UFC. As Hale noted, Ngannou was allowed to pursue outside opportunities after signing with the PFL. He fought heavyweight boxing titans Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, reportedly making $20 million for both bouts, per Hale. Ngannou said in an interview on the Last Stand podcast, "First off all, whatever would have been my next fight, from the moment that I left the UFC, was going to be way different from what I made," Ngannou said in part. "Because in the past 3 years in the UFC, I was in a contract issue that I didn't want to sign a new contract that would have given me more money, but not enough, right? Also the conditions and the terms which would have prevented me from doing boxing, which was one of my ultimate dreams that I wanted to do. So, it would have been different, even for my next MMA fight, completely different," Ngannou continued. "It's at least more than everything that I have earned in my life, in my career. You have to understand that I wasn't getting much pay. Last November that he made more from the Fury fight that he ever had in his entire UFC career.